We are live. Hey, everybody, welcome to day 5 of the Build a Capsule Wardrobe workshop. I cannot believe we are here on the last day. Oh my gosh, it's just been so much fun getting to inspire and help and work with you guys. Today is a pretty exciting day, kind of calling it a bonus day because we really have gone through each of the steps each day this week in building our capsules. Had so much amazing involvement and really a commitment from you guys to update and upgrade and feel and look good in your clothes every day. That's the whole goal. So if you're here with us live, please let me know you're here. Just pop your name in so I can see and where you're watching from and where you are in the process. If you've already filled out your 12 pieces, if you're starting to make outfits, I would love it. A couple of announcements. Just wanted to thank our amazing Rebecca Gumerson yesterday for coming on with us for a really fun and helpful Q&A session, and she just shared so much about her experience of both, the chaos that she felt before getting to work together with me and what it's like now being a member of the Style Lab community. So thank you again, Rebecca, and I have a little raffle announcement, and then we'll get into today's content, which is all about getting yourself prepped and packed for your next adventure, for travel. Pack with purpose. So I'm very excited for that. All right, guys. So our bonus winner, yay, or our raffle winner is Karen Giancopoulos from Martha's Vineyard. She has been really stretching and has made such a goal for herself this week to really feel good in her clothes and to identify what she's missing, because she's going back into an office actually this spring, and she's actually been working on her own business and working from home for several years with her small family, her small son, and she's going into a new office. So anyway, very excited for her growth. And actually, she's just joined the membership, so she's going to get a lot of accountability and personal shopping and help from me. So she wins one of the Peggy Goodman gold bracelets. She can choose that one, or I do have some headbands she might like too, so she can choose one of those. Anyway, congratulations, Karen. Thanks for sharing so much. So, all right, guys. Oh, someone likes my look today. Thank you. Even though it's supposed to snow here today in Chicago. What? I refuse. I'm all springy. I got my spring kimono on. And if you guys will notice, I'm going to point out where I am working my power of 3. So this kimono is from River Island. It's really old. I do wear it a lot. I wore this on TV when I was on WGN News 2 years ago. So it made me feel confident. It's one of my powerful hero pieces. So it's got these beautiful pattern of the cherry blossom in it, and so I pulled out the turquoise jewels, and this one's from a resale shop nearby, and this one is from a really cool vintage place called Lulu's in Chicago, and so are the earrings actually. So I just wanted to glam up for you guys a little bit, and I've got another Lulu ring that's got the turquoise in it. So there's another one. So I'm layering the 3, right? The 3 turquoise is being layered just with the accessories, and it's picking up in my kimono. So a little refresher on outfit creation. If you have not watched day 3, we really go deep into the strategies for creating cohesive outfits with your hero pieces. So please do go and watch it if you haven't had a chance. So, all righty. So we will begin with our presentation on packing with purpose. So I'm so excited, guys, about this bonus day. We're really going to reveal the path to traveling with confidence by having a system for preparing and packing so you can look forward to traveling. You know that you always bring just the right things, not too many and not enough. So I want to hear from you guys, a little show of hands or put in your comments here, if packing for your trip stresses you out. Does it make you want to stay home? So yeah, so what are the challenges? Do you overpack? Or do you like open up your suitcase and realize, oh my God, what? I didn't bring XYZ. Or the idea of, oh, I can just get it, I can just buy it when I get there, right? So I have a quick little story. When Joe and I took the kids to Disney, one of the days we went to Epcot, supposed to be, outside all day. It poured rain, and I just could not believe it. I mean, it was warm, it was late spring, and we were not prepared. Like, I had to go buy those slicker things, fleece because it was cold, and umbrellas from the gift store at Epcot in Disney. Imagine how much that was for 4 people. It was $200 just for stuff that, honestly, I think they probably did wear the sweatshirts, for a little while. But I was so annoyed that I hadn't prepared and looked ahead. And I knew kind of roughly what the weather was, but I was not expecting rain that day. So anyway, the moral of the story is, that $200 I could have used to, have another amazing experience for us there at Universal. A nice dinner, whatever. And instead of buying things that were cheap umbrellas, right? So that is the key. The key of this whole deal is preparation. So when I started working with clients 12 years ago, I would see a pattern of my high-end executives that were traveling for work, and they would tie in some pleasure with their work. I had one client who was planning a trip that would have been was going to be 3 weeks long. So it was Japan, and it was parts of Cambodia. And she was freaked out because it was completely different weather, especially in the spring. So her go-to was to bring 2 big suitcases. And she knew, traveling with her husband and her teenager, that was not going to fly. And she had a size 10 foot. So, bigger shoes, take up more space. She would bring a whole suitcase just for shoes. So that was really the start of like, oh my gosh, we're not going to do that, right? We're not going to lug around these 2 big suitcases, pay extra money. Now we pay extra for overweight suitcases, right? We really want to travel with a wheelie carry-on. That is the goal. And you can pack with these strategies that you have learned this week that I'm going to show you actually further down in the workbook. The outfit creating portion is actually based on packing for travel. So we're going to today dive into how to utilize these planning concepts to pack the most versatile travel wardrobe so that you always show up just feeling amazing and in the clothes that feel good, right? Not, buying a bunch of clothes ahead of time, right? That, okay, I'm going to go and buy some clothes for my trip, right? You get there and you're like, it's okay. It doesn't really feel like me. You kind of even have envy over like some of the other people that are on the trip. They're like, oh, I like what she's wearing, right? How many times does that happen? So I had another client who I helped pack for her trip to Bali. And it was a business related trip. And she just was like, with her clothes. Matter of fact, she never even wore those clothes after she got back. So again, a misuse of her resources of time and money in that she bought all these items that were just okay for the trip. And she didn't realize she really had enough stuff in her wardrobe to build out. She just didn't know how to plan. So this is the planning that we're going to do today. So one of our, if somebody has mentioned here that, yes, stress. Okay. So she overpacks. I mean, I have to tell you guys, it's the number one thing. I do it. I used to. Every once in a while, I will catch myself. Usually the overpacking is shoes, okay? I mean, you guys, you only need 3 pairs of shoes for any kind of travel, promise you. Okay, so it's shoes. And the other thing that always stumps people with the overpacking is that just in case, you know what? It's all ready to go. I'm just going to throw just that one last thing. I'm going to put it in there because I may need it, right? That will stuff you up. It will. So we are going to be very, very strategic of the way we pack. So you guys, I wrote a book on this whole subject called the Pack with Purpose Handbook. And actually, the book is based on my video course. So, after packing these clients of mine over and over again, I'm like, you know what? So many women, including myself, need this help that I want to be able to help the world, prepare for packing or trips, because travel to me is one of my core values. Okay, I cannot live without travel. I lived overseas for 5 years in Asia. I lived in Hong Kong and Singapore, and we traveled all over the South Pacific and Southeast Asia. And for me, it's about connecting with international cultures. During the shutdown, it was actually, very challenging for a lot of us who didn't have the opportunity to be out in the world. So now that we've opened back up and it's safe to travel safely, I'm just beyond excited, and I'm pulling out all my old tricks to help people who are planning trips. So, all right, so we'll get into it, and I do want to show you. I'm going to switch screens here. This is, we talked about this on day 3 about your pieces, okay? So, after you've selected your pieces. So I wanted to give you guys some samples of pieces, right? So if you look at, this is a style sheet that I have included in the course and in the book. So all of them have a number, right? So you can then scroll down. You can look into your closet if you haven't filled out your 12 pieces and use this as a guideline. That's why I included it here. You've got your jeans, you've got your joggers, right? You got your white blouse. There's the kimono. I have it immortalized in here. Jean jacket, leather jacket. So this was for like a business casual type of trip where I included like a wide leg black pant and let's see, I did not included a nice dress. So anyway, outfit creation. So I've actually given you a sample itinerary of like a conference. And what I've done is I've indicated like, potential things you might be doing, right? And then this is the ensemble list. So you can actually see number 1 is these items, right? So number 1 goes to Monday, online conference outfit. You can see number 1 here is these items, and I include even the accessories. So if this is resonating with you guys and you're getting this, like how to use this workbook, please let me know. If not, just reach out, ask me some questions if you're not sure. But that's in the workbook. So again, anybody at this point, day 5, has not had a chance to tune in and download a copy of the workbook, please let Stacy know, and she will get that over to you. So just DM her or me, either one of us. Okay, so that is what I wanted to show you guys, and I'm going to come back to the shopping links for the PDF at the end here. So I'm going to just switch back to me. Where am I? Is that me? Okay, so am I back? I believe I'm back. This eCam live stuff is so much fun. Bear with me for a second. I'm back here. Now I'm here. Okay. So anyway, thanks guys for commenting that you're also struggling. So, this is so common, right? It's a universal issue. What we're going to do is we're going to look at, again, I like to use kind of like these threes. I like to have 3 things, like 3 strategies, 3 C's, right? So when it comes to traveling, we're going to use kind of these three steps again. And what I want to also give you is a time frame to how far in advance you need to be doing these steps, okay? So first step 1, review. Okay, this is 2 weeks in advance. So you're going to utilize a detailed itinerary with each activity and the weather forecast to make your packing list. And your packing list is going to be based on outfits, right? Like what we just went through. So what I want you to do is, you've got your trip planned at this point, of course, And you're going to start staging things. Okay, this is what I do. I do it for the kids, I do it for Joe and myself. Like anything that I know that I want to bring, I'm going to set it aside somewhere. Could be the basement, could be, you know, next to where you keep your luggage. Just depends on how your space, right? So I'm going to start staging items. That way I don't have to like do laundry at the last minute. Okay, so you want your clean items, and you want to be looking at your itinerary. Now, if you're going on a cruise, or maybe you're working with a travel agent, Wendy, I'm going to put Wendy's Boverini's name into the chat because she's helping me with Spain. Yes, friends, I'm going to Spain. All right, so I just got, oh, here we are. Okay, now I'm back to the view. I just noticed I was on a weird view. Okay. So if your travel agent is working with you to send you an itinerary, then you're going to have the details of what you're doing every day. And the key here is if you're planning it yourself, or you're going somewhere and you don't have an itinerary, make one. Okay? Commit to making an itinerary for each day. Sounds kind of anal, maybe, but this is where you're going to know exactly what activity you're doing every day so that you can plan those outfits. Okay, does that make sense? You guys, let me know if that is that making sense to you guys about, you know, researching. So creating your own itinerary can be fun because it can get you in the mood for the trip, right? So looking ahead, if it's more than 2 weeks, you won't be able to know the specific weather that day, but you can go onto online almanacs. You can look to see what is the average weather in the location you are going for the day of the year, right? So you can get an idea, and then you can tweak things getting closer. So you're going to revisit the weather, of course, in 10 days, and you're going to revisit it in 1 week, and then of course the day before is when you're going to be packing. You're going to revisit that weather, so you know exactly what's going on in your location for the next 10 days. Okay, so right, take a breath. Cuckoo. This is so much fun, you guys. I've actually learned to enjoy packing for trips. It can be tedious, but if you tell yourself, hey, it's fun, I'm going to get excited about my trip, then you've changed your whole perspective, right? Okay, so 1 week in advance, our next step is we're going to make the outfits, okay? So this is going to be including accessories and outerwear for each activity. So we are going to harness the power of, guess what? Three. Power of 3. We're also going to harness the power of a color story. Okay, so we learned a little bit earlier in the week about a color story. I'm going to go into a little bit more of that. We're going to lay out each look for each activity. We're going to try them on, okay, once we perfected them, and then we're going to take a picture so that you have a visual record of each activity's outfits, okay? Yay! So at this point, I want to talk a little bit more about a color story, which we did talk about with, I think we discussed it in day 2. We talked about the color of a rainbow, where you have, the cool colors at the top, right, with the purples and the blues and greens, and then you go down to the warm colors. So this is one way that I have recommended to organize your closet by color. So when you're working with your warm colors, which I have done this whole week, this has been a warm color story, right? We've got camel, tan, charcoal gray, right? Cream, burgundy, my gray jeans, just kind of going over every piece. My fun bold color print top, and I've got some whites. So white and gray really go into both color families, okay? So they are neutrals, and even black, because I've got a black jean here, black can be a neutral. Black has a tendency to go more, pair more often with a cool color family, but it can go with both. It's easier, I think, to put it with the cools. However, with the warms, I actually prefer like a charcoal gray and light grays as my main neutral, and browns. So browns and grays are going to be my main neutrals. So think about what's in your closet. Like if you have only one pair of brown shoes, okay, you probably have primarily a cool color family asking to be packed for your trip, right? So don't try to force it. It's great if you can find items that have both, and that gives you a little bit more flexibility. But what you don't want to have happen is where you then are chucking things in and you're like, well, just, I know I'm going to wear that. I've worn that before. It feels good. You get there and you realize, oh, darn, I didn't bring XYZ. Maybe it's a belt. Maybe it's something that went together. So you really want to focus on that one warm color family, because no matter what I put together in here, if I didn't have the time to put together the outfits list, I know they're all going to go together, right? So that's what it's about. It's also about strategic in the way you pack, okay, so that you can create a suitcase that's organized, especially if you're going to multiple locations, like I am doing this summer with the Spain trip. So, all right, so that is our second step, is creating the outfit creation. And then the third step really is the packing. So this is reviewing again, and this is going to happen the day before your travel. You don't really need to pack earlier than that, because you're going to have wrinkles, okay? So part of it too is what you're packing, the fabrics, right? So you really do want to think about where you're going, what the climate is, right? What you're going to be doing, of course, and what fibers. I like to refer to clothing specifics in the fiber content. And you can see this when you look at the details of something that you're buying online, or if you look at like the tag, like it's usually on the underside, it's usually on the side actually of a piece of clothing that you buy. There is a garment care label, and it will tell you what fabric content, or I say fiber content, the percentages, right? Like this is going to be all polyester, right? So if you can find things with lycra in them, like 2-3% lycra, it's going to stretch. So you want to have stretchy things because they're really comfortable. They're going to breathe. Silk breathes nicely, and so does cotton. It's going to keep you cool if you're going to a warm climate. One of my clients had a trip to Petra. And the difficulty there was that she needed to be covered. Most of the places they were going to mosques and holy religious places and historic places. And so she's like, how am I going to stay cool in the month of April, which is one of the hottest months of the year, and be covered? So we found her some amazing pieces that went together with my friend Jermaine, with Emmy Majamas. So anybody who's looking for, if they're going to Petra, I'll connect you to Jermaine. Anyway, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to pack carefully. I'm just going to show you using some resources that will help you pack strategically. So excited. We're at this point, and I really wanted you guys to come with any questions you have about like specific things, like how do I pack an XYZ, or I'm going to, this location. So please do, if you get a chance, and you are traveling soon, and you are concerned, or even like, Suze, what even suitcase do you use? So actually, I was just at Nordstrom Rack. Seems to be I'm taking clients shopping a lot at Nordstrom Rack lately, just because it seems to be they have the most stuff that everybody needs. And I just saw a really huge inventory of wheelie suitcases. So that's a good place to find a good wheelie. And then your local boutiques have really good little bags, right? Like I wanted to show you this little bag. I think this might have been from Zara. You guys know I'm a Zara. What I love about this is just a fun little makeup bag. But guess what? So, I've got my makeup in here, and I also put my little bags that I get from when I buy jewelry, like, and this is from like Alina, like her Line Life brand that I bought. Like, I bought my mirror from her that I love. Anyway, so these are great for putting your jewelry into, and then popping them into your makeup bag. And then guess what? When you get to your destination, boom, all this goes into, a little pile. If you can use the ice, if you're not using the ice container, boom, into the ice container. And that becomes a little clutch while you're going out. Double duty. That is what it's about. It's about choosing versatile pieces that are going to get you the maximum. And I wanted to also mention that power of 3 is not only in combining the color. Each item that you bring, okay, try to remember this one. This is a real goodie, okay? Each item has to be put into 3 outfits. Think about that one. 3 outfits. If you cannot make 3 outfits with each item, you have to really seriously consider whether you should bring it. Okay? Unless it's like a bridesmaid dress, right? that's different. So I do have a question before I get into showing you my other resources. How many pairs of shoes do you suggest taking for a week-long tropical trip? Ooh, where are you going? We all want to know. We want to live vicariously through you. Okay, so if it's only a week and it's tropical, you might not like this, but I'm going to say 2 pairs. Because it's going to be warm, you really only need 2 sandals, right? You need a fun stacked heel, like go out fancy, or even just sitting by the pool. I mean, I love these slip-ons. These actually from Corky's. I showed these earlier in the week because they have a molded footbed. They're super comfortable, and these are good for like strolling around right before dinner. So you're going to a market, maybe some high-end boutiques. Maybe you're going to art galleries. We used to go to Puerto Vallarta with our boys, actually. We had a timeshare there. And we went about like 5 times over the period of time when they were babies till when they were about 8 or so. And we just loved it. And we would get a babysitter and go to, I don't remember the area, but it was where all the art galleries were. And so, you know, I would love to like dress up in a beautiful long maxi dress and just put on some jewelry and some fun heels. So that heel. And then you really need a flip-flop that has some molded, like a Birkenstock is really what you need. Something that has that support, that you're going to be out if you're sightseeing, if you're doing a lot of walking and it's going to be hot. That Birkenstock, like here, I just happen to have these under my desk. Oh, you're in luck, darling. Let me know who it is and where you're going, okay? Because I can't see who it is. But how about these numbers? Okay, I just got these on eBay, you guys. Love Birkies. They are the Birkenstock traditional. I can't remember the name of this one that has the thong, but they're super comfortable. My foot stays very secure, okay? And there's the molded footbed that I mentioned. So I've got this arch support, and then the lug sole that has traction. So you're not going to slip and slide anywhere if it rains, right? Because I was in, the last time I was in Paris, it rained almost the whole time. And I had my Birks, and it was great because I was in Notre Dame, and it was pouring rain out, and I didn't slip and slide. So, oh, it's Dana. Oh my gosh, Dana, I'm so excited. Where? Oh, she's going to Punta Cana. Oh, awesome for you. Oh, I'm so excited for you. I can't wait for your trip. That's exciting. Okay, so so that's shoes. So you really could bring the 2 shoes. Depending on your shoe size, you could potentially then just bring a flat, you know, flip-flop just by the pool. Something that, you know, is more for like a very lightweight, even like those Havaianas. I'm not a fan of those. They have no support, but they're so lightweight, they practically weigh nothing, and they're so flat that you could just like, you wouldn't even know they're in your suitcase. So you could toss those in, and that would then technically be 3 pairs of shoes, but really the 2 main ones are, you know, the sandal with like a platform or a wedge or like an espadrille, something very tropically, and then your you know, your Birk kind of sandal. So all right, I want to show you guys what are we doing here. I'm going to show you some packing cubes. Okay, so this is like how you do it, right? So we kind of already went through the what, and now this is kind of the how. So I really do like packing cubes, right? You can see this one. These ones that I have, actually, I might still have them on, I used to have them on my website, but you can get them on Amazon, or Travelwise is the brand, so you can look around for other brands. And they come with two big ones, 2 medium ones, which is the size, and then 2 small ones. And what I love is like right in here, I have all my tops, right? Like I have my kimono top, my white top, my gray ones in here. And then I also toss in like things that I always bring. Like I always bring a little kit of like a little safety pin, thread and needle, tape even, because sometimes you need to tape something together. So those are just in case. I even throw in like my belts in here, and then like this, you know, makeup jewelry bag and my toiletries kit is going to go out in case I need to take those out for TSA or whatever. But I've got my one brown belt that's going to, again, like this belt, it's vintage. It's like a little Navajo stitching. I love this belt. It goes with all my stuff, right? Tying everything in together. So my belt's going to go in there. And then I have my scarf too. So sometimes, you guys, I will, this is the one I showed you the other day. It's from Hermès. Paris. I'm doing a lot of hinting at Paris, if anybody doesn't know. Planning a trip to Paris with clients. Spaces are left. Actually, I don't have the sales sheet or the sign-up registration sheet ready to go just yet. Kim is working on it. She's almost done. So probably by this weekend, I will have that sign-up sheet. I do have a wait list link. If any of you guys are interested in coming to Paris and shopping around like a boss with me for 4 days, oh my God, this fall, I will. Stacy, can you remind me to put the link in for the wait list? And that way you get all the details. Okay, so here's my Hermès scarf. Dana, was it you that was asking? No, it was Joanne that was asking about tying scarves. So I showed my lady over here actually, a scarf, how to take a square scarf and turn it into a tube and then tie it really high on the neck, round and round and round, and then I've got these fun little tassels hanging off that. Lauren Wingate wants that scarf. Don't let her steal it from me, okay, you guys? I'm going to find her one like it. It's from Johnny Was. Okay, I'm totally going off in these different directions. Anyway, so with my silk things, I will sometimes put these into a, garment, the plastic garment bags that come from the dry cleaner. I will put those in those, and then I will roll them, because that's how you can prevent wrinkles, is rolling. So you know what it is? It's like making enchiladas, okay? So we're going to roll up our little enchiladas and put them, stack them one after the other. Did you guys make those? That was my main meal I learned how to make when I was a kid. I could always make enchiladas. Fry up the hamburger, put the cheese, make the rolls, right? So that's how you prevent the wrinkling and keep your garments from, you know, potentially getting, especially the items that plastic bag really is going to protect from anything that might leak, right, in your suitcase. So those are the bags, and I think those are the packing cubes and the rolling method. There are other things that you can try. I don't know if anybody here has ever used the, the system where you suck the air out of the bag, okay, because I am curious about those. I have seen them, and I have had people recommend them, so you just have to have that tool with you to take it to your next trip. But I just like being able to see and touch everything, so those shrink wrap things I'm not sure about, but it could be really useful, especially if you're going for more than a week. If you're going for like 3 weeks, that might be really worthwhile doing. The only thing is coming home. You want to make sure you can shrink those things back down. So I always like to leave a little bit of space for shopping while I'm on my trip. So always keep that in mind. I know it's hard, but let's see. Is there any other questions? Dana says she's going on the tropical trip. So guys, I'm wrapping it up, dudes. I am so excited that you guys were here and that you have done your homework with putting together your capsule wardrobes, and that you're here learning how to pack your trips. If you're curious to learn more and go even deeper, check out the handbook. It's $4.49 on Amazon. I think I need to raise that price. It's been that price for 3 years now when I wrote the book. Where's the book? Here it is. It's called Pack with Purpose. Got the little lady and the guy on the Vespa. And there is a lot of good stuff in here about getting ready for your trips. And then the course, the video course, is actually about 2 hours of content. There's 10 lessons, and you can kind of just watch them. They're all time-stamped. So you're like, ooh, I need to watch that. So I'll put a little link in there for you guys to check out the course if you want to get that. But I wanted to just spend a little bit of time, our last 10 minutes here. Oh, thanks, Stacy. Stacy's here. Talking about this last day. I mean, guys, celebration. I wore my fancy stuff to just celebrate. Hopefully you're sitting there with your coffee and your fancy jewels that you found this week because you were looking for your accessories. But I want to just drink in this last day with you guys. I am so full of gratitude. I cannot even tell you how thankful I am that I get to be here with all of you, and for all of you taking the time, for making a decision, for signing up, for showing up, for going into your closets and pulling stuff when it's not easy, right? It takes time. We're busy. We are so busy with our lives and our families and our jobs and our dogs and our houses and our snowstorms, right? So I am just really super grateful that you guys have come and taken the time to do this workshop. And I know that I don't think there's many workshops out there like this. I love to just ask a question like, have you ever participated in anything like this before? I just love to hear, like, what has been your aha, really? What takeaways have you, your major takeaways? I'd love for you guys to share in here, what has been the biggest help to you this week in building your capsule wardrobe and preparing for this new season. This is all this stuff that I've been teaching this week. We go really deep into that I teach inside my my programs. So I did touch on them a little bit earlier in the week, and one of the things I like to say about this free workshop is if you consider how much you've gained from doing a free one, wouldn't you agree that you received a lot? Think about how much more momentum you can get from being in a community on a regular basis, a community of women, like-minded women who are all seeking their current style. They're updating and upgrading, and they're wanting to feel they're wanting to feel incredible and look incredible every day, and to solve these challenges, right, of working from home and Zoom fatigue, and you want to look confident and professional and show up as an expert, right, in these virtual worlds, but also going back to an office. So many of you are going back to an office, and you have that challenge right now, and also the challenge of just the stagnant feeling of the past 2 years of not really feeling confident in your clothes or not wearing your clothes, and then the frustration of thinking, okay, if I'm not wearing those, what do I need to do, right? Do I need to get rid of them? Do I need to go shopping, right? So, Dana, you're so cute, Dana. I love your laugh too, darling. It's just about fun, right? I mean, I feel like, fashion is fun, and it's not exclusive to just a few individuals. We should all feel fashionable and stylish and chic and confident every day. And okay is just not good enough anymore. That's what I want you guys to say to yourself. Give yourself a high five in the mirror every morning via Mel Brooks, right? Not Mel Brooks. Who's Mel? Okay, I'm just having a brain, whatever, but she's got this new book called The 5 Habits, and it's like high five yourself in the morning, every morning, and say to yourself, I love myself. Boom. Okay? Just okay, that thing? Just okay? No, not having it. So anyway, that's what we are doing here, is we are feeling empowered, and I would like to invite you to learn about working with us inside the Style Lab membership community. Just a couple touch points on the program is that we have a personalized weekly style support and personal shopping session each week inside the membership. You get to reach out to me and get that personal shopping support. So that's via text and email, and it's basically creating these outfits. You can basically have an outfit made for you every week out of your own things, right? I think that for me probably is the most fun to empower someone to do, is to make stuff from their own wardrobe, right? Their own capsule wardrobe, right? We also have a monthly Zoom style coaching, and this is so fun to see these calls, to see everybody get on the calls, and it's like the community part. So we work with a module each month, every 2 months, we switched to a new module. And all of that is evergreen content that is available inside members dashboard. So that is content that is including videos. All of my books are in there, flat lays with links to buy. So it's inspiring ideas based on what challenges that you're having at the moment. So the first module, for example, is called Know Your Style. And we are doing a, end of April, we're doing the next module, the next half of that module. So I really want you guys to be able to get in on that call. So that's the 24-hour access to that dashboard. And then, I think the biggest thing too is this accountability piece of having a mastermind of women who are all on the same journey, who are all lacking in time and on a budget and on a mission, right? So all of those things, when it comes to time, we are finding, I'm going to help you find basically those pockets of the day, just like we talked to Rebecca yesterday, who's a busy executive, and she has found the time to prepare, just like preparing for the trips, right? What we're doing is we're establishing a system for you so that you never have to wonder what to wear ever again. And that's going to save you time, right? Save you a half an hour of having stuff on the floor. I mean, who here hasn't done that, right? Getting ready for a meeting. Holy crap, what am I going to wear? Oh, this is no good. What am I doing wearing that for? Boom, on the floor. Boom, on the floor. You just wasted half an hour. And then guess what? Another half an hour tonight when you're going to have to go and pick up that stuff. So we are not going to be doing any of that anymore because we teach you in the community. So anyway, so that is just a little bit about it. I wanted to just wrap up by inviting you to sign up for a free 20-minute Find My Style consult call if you're curious about joining us, okay? And then we'll give you a link to the information page, okay? There is a bonus for the doors being open right now for joining. As I mentioned, I do have limited spaces for them because I can only be one place at one time. But there is a bonus for joining us in this next week. The doors will be open for until middle of next week, I believe, Thursday of next week. And that you do receive a 45-minute style call with me to give you this huge momentum with the membership. And then if you do decide that you also would like to work one-on-one, a lot of my members will do one-on-ones like Rebecca had mentioned. I also, if you do sign up for the Elite package, you're going to win one of the Peggy Goodman gold necklaces, which, let's see if she's wearing it. Oh, she's wearing it. Look, beautiful beaded gold necklace on my girl here. So that is also a bonus for signing up this week. So anyway, reach out if you have questions about that. Anyway, guys, I'm so proud of all of you. So proud of you, of what you've built this week and what you've achieved and accomplished. Kudos and celebration to you guys. I hope you're going to be doing something fun tonight or this weekend. Please let me know what you guys are up to. If you're wearing one of your new outfits, snap a pic and put it in the group because it really inspires all of us. When we see those outfits, we're like, oh, wow, look at that. Look how cool she is. So please do that. And I am going to pop on tomorrow, probably I am, for one more quick live for some more questions because inevitably towards the end here, there's a lot of you guys who are watching this on a replay, even probably watching it tomorrow, and you're like scrambling to get your outfits made, before the doors close. So I'm going to answer some questions tomorrow on live. So tomorrow at noon, I'll pop on just for a short period of time. So if you do want to connect live, pop on tomorrow. All right. In the meantime, thank you for being here. I just love you guys, and keep in mind that share with me anything about this day here, this bonus day with your trip, and keep in mind the Paris trip. Okay, so think it over, see what you're doing end of September this year, and join us on an amazing trip. I'm going to be talking about that a lot more soon now that we've completed this workshop. So thank you again, everybody. You're amazing. You guys, just love you guys. Love you to pieces. And certainly, invite friends to join this community. Just send them a link and they can sign up, even if they haven't done this. These recordings will be in the guide section Can't remember if I put yesterday's in there yet. I think I forgot. Anyway, so, they can even catch up later in the guides. I leave them in there. I just leave them in the guides. Anybody can watch. So, all right, love you guys. Bye, Dana, and everybody who's here. Oh, she likes my laugh. All right, guys, you guys are amazing, and we are at time, so we made it. We made it through. Bye-bye. I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.